If somebody tells you that China can beg and apologize to Nigeria, I am very sure you will say, like, wait, China go to apologize for Nigeria. Wait, China go to explain itself, give Nigeria. Yeah, China cannot beg and apologize to Nigeria, but they don't beg and they don't already apologize. I am only here now to tell you. I just come make I tell now. And now, ask yourself, why will China be begging and apologizing to Nigeria if Nigeria is a yeye country, as people claim it is? If everybody claims Nigeria is useless, nothing good can come from Nigeria, Nigeria no good, why will a country like China, let me remind you in case you don't know, China is probably the biggest economy in the world, the biggest manufacturing power in the world. Even though the Chinese economy is on a decline, people don't know. The Chinese economy is on a decline. Nigeria's economy is on an increase. Top 4 in the world, in the fastest growing economies, top 3 rather, because there are brackets with, I think it's Saudi Arabia, but I put Nigeria ahead of Saudi Arabia, made it get out. So Nigeria is that big, that relevant, that important for China to value, say no. These people, they so if I make mistake, they go call wire me one and kick me out, and things not go good for me. So it better make I apologize, explain myself to them, so that I will not lose the trust and the relationship that currently exists between us, which is highly beneficial to China. The relationship between Nigeria and China is not as beneficial to Nigeria as it is to China. Yes, people don't know. That's why China don't play when it comes to Nigeria. If there's one country in this world that will make sure they rush to fix issue with Nigeria, they rush to settle any wahala they get with Nigeria, is China. Because they know, say, for this Africa, no other today than China. If China can colonize Africa, then they will have to colonize Nigeria. If anybody like colonize the whole Africa, but if you didn't colonize Nigeria, you are wasting your time, especially in this modern era. So China doesn't want to lose Nigeria. That's why they are begging and apologizing for a simple error that became a propaganda. Nigeria is one country where nothing can go hidden. Nothing. In other African countries, let me tell you the truth. In other African countries, if top officials or athletes or individuals go to an embassy, maybe American embassy, let's say South Africa, Cameroon, Ghana, if Ghanaian athletes or Ghanaian important personalities go to the American embassy and get rejected, the matter will just, nobody will hear about it. If some football guys go to request visa to travel for an event in other African countries, go to an embassy and they reject them, the matter will go down. Nobody will ever hear of it because they are timid, they are scared, they don't have the audacity to raise the alarm, say, why would this country do this to us? Why? So they don't have the audacity to do it. But Nigeria no be Nigeria. I beg. If any Nigerian official by mistake get mistreated, get rejected, get mishandled in any embassy or by any official from another country in Nigeria, even in their own country, alarm go blow. Nigerians will carry the matter on their head. They will say, hey, who is China to do this to our people? The matter go trend and it will cause chaos because Nigerian government will react to it. They will say, so this is what you want to do to us. And Nigeria has done it before on multiple occasions. So many of these countries, they know it, they are aware of it, and they are very mindful and careful when they play with Nigerians because they know how Nigerians will react, and nobody loses against Nigeria. Nigeria never lose. If you come for Nigeria, you are the victim. If Nigeria come for you, you are the victim. You will still lose. You will still, anyhow you want to look at, you will still lose. So how did it all start? There's this Olympic Games. I think it's a athletic competition that's going on in China. I saw the information 2 days ago. where they were saying that Nigeria athletes for relay, the Nigerian relay team in the competition, they were preparing to go, and they actually went to the Chinese embassy for visa, and China denied them visa. Can you imagine? How China go get mind deny Nigerian athletes going for a competition in China, deny them visa, delayed them, and these people couldn't make it to the competition. Can you imagine? So these athletes, as I'm talking to you now, I know say this one now will vex you. The athletes, they actually did not make it to the competition. So it's a big offense that China committed. When you see them panicking and apologizing and begging, because they know the thing they did, and if the news continue to trend and Nigerians pick it up, it get how the thing will say affect the relationship with Nigeria and China. You understand? So these girls and this relay team, they have not succeeded to go. They are in Nigeria now, they didn't go, so they have missed out on a great opportunity to win gold medal, win medals, or experience competition in China, thanks to China delaying or denying them visa. Nigeria was not happy about it. The government of Nigeria immediately called them and said, what? Who born you? How can you do this? How dare you? That's when China and their embassy immediately started panicking. So the Chinese embassy immediately prepared an apology, prepared a justification to forward to Nigerians and the general public. Started talking of how it was a mistake, it was a miscommunication, it was a this, it was a that. We are sorry, we will not, this thing cannot happen. We love Nigeria, we want to have a stronger partnership with Nigeria, we want to do this, we don't want to mess with our relationship with Nigeria, we want to, explanation. What happened to the athletes? Why did they not go? What happened? The athletes not go for their competition. I myself am interested. I want to know. China, why? It's unfair. How long were these girls or these athletes preparing for their competition? How much energy, how much money was invested in the preparation? And the government invests because the Ministry of Sports gives money for every sports department that is preparing for an international competition. So the government actually funds the preparation and prepares the athletes. And so the money is wasted thanks to the stupidity of some people and the delayance, annoyance, and problem from the Chinese embassy. So this your apology and this explanation, to me, it doesn't add up, because it will not change the fact that money has been wasted, athletes have prepared, and they are not going for the competition. The only thing I would have loved to see is that China has brought a plane to carry them, emergency, rush them to the competition so they can prepare. But I'm sure it's above time already. So what are they going there for already? Probably the time has passed. Maybe the time for them to compete in the competition. So this is actually unfair. I consider it as very negative from China, and of course they have to explain themselves and apologize to the Nigerian audience and the Nigerian community, because Nigerians will not be happy to see this kind of information, especially now that China knows the importance of Nigeria to them. China knows the relevance Nigeria carries when it comes to the Chinese businesses, Chinese products, Chinese economy. I'm happy that Nigeria is even taking a decision to stop importing from them. Anything Nigeria they produce, China, carry your own, go and sell anywhere else. We go produce our own. You understand? So basically that's what happened, and the Chinese government has decided to react to it. I like the fact that they acknowledge Nigeria enough to react to it, because if they had just stayed quiet, it would be more disrespectful, because it would be like they don't care, they ignore, or it doesn't mean anything to them. You understand? And that would have been a bigger problem. But we thank God that, the apology has came, the explanations has came, even though it don't make sense, it doesn't add up. We shouldn't consider it as anything, but it is good that they try their best to explain their own part of the story. So guys, Nigeria is relevant and important. Every country in the world, even America, Europe, all countries in the world, they know how relevant, how important Nigeria is to them. So nobody wants to lose Nigeria. Nobody. Why will you lose a market that has 300 million people? Why will you lose a market that has enough resources that can change your country? Why will you lose a market that has the highest number of active youths in the world? Why will you lose a market of people who are dominating everywhere globally? Why? You know go won't lose them. So everybody is making sure they are friends with Nigeria. So Nigeria is also smart. Instead of creating enemies with other countries, stay friends with everybody, so that anything that works for your advantage, you grab it. Anything that turn out good for you, you grab it. It is what it is, guys. Your boy Jim Martin on this one again, and I hope you enjoy watching this video. Smash that notification bell, smash that like button. Come back anytime you're free, guys, because there's always more beautiful and amazing videos just for y'all. God bless y'all. Cheese.